For President Obama, it seems there is no escape, even on this 8-hour trip to Mexico for a summit of North American leaders. The president was forced to switch gears to yet another world crisis, this time issuing a stern warning on the violence in Ukraine.
There will be consequences if people step over the line. And that includes making sure that the Ukrainian military does not step in to what should be a set of issues that can be resolved by civilians.
Mr. Obama's options for Ukraine are limited. The U.S. and European leaders are threatening the Ukrainian government with sanctions, but the administration has learned the diplomatic path can yield few results and more bloodshed, as it has so far in Syria.
When is the United States of America going to show some leadership? When is the President of the United States going to look at history and say, how is history going to judge me and this country?
And eerily similar to the situation in Syria, a key obstacle to the president's approach to Ukraine is Russia's Vladimir Putin.
Putin needs to understand that Obama can be as tough as he is, that the United States is not playing patty cake here. We do have vital interests in that region. We have interest in the human rights of people who live in that region of the world.
The president's constraints are also on display at this North American summit. Canada's prime minister is complaining he may have to wait for a new U.S. administration to approve the contested Keystone XL oil pipeline. Mexico wants to see progress on immigration reform in the U.S., something the president cannot deliver without Republican help. And Mr. Obama would like expanded authority from Congress to conduct new trade deals. But on that issue, it's his fellow Democrats who are saying no.
Everyone would be well advised just to not push this right now.
The State Department says it is watching to see whether or not this recently announced truce in Ukraine will hold. As for that warning of consequences against Ukraine, a senior administration official says it's not lost on this White House that the president, when dealing with Syria, once warned of a red line on chemical weapon use and then chose the path of diplomacy. The senior administration official is cautioning, though, that when it comes to Ukraine, they still have not yet made a determination as to what the consequences might be, saying there's a full tool belt of options.